Hey guys, welcome to my channel, House of Fortune and Roses. So I hope you guys are doing well today. The topic for today is what or who are you attracting? And we're going to get into the nitty-gritty details. Before I start, I'd like to state a very quick disclaimer that all my videos and tarot readings are ultimately for entertainment purposes only. I see both tarot and astrology as just ways to get to know yourself better. Also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box below, so feel free to check that out. Okay, so here we go. We have 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. First pile, we have this rose quartz, rose. Excuse me. Pile 2, we have kunzite crystal. Pile 3, we have, oh, excuse me. We have blue calcite. Okay. So, I'm going to count down from 10, and that's going to give you 10 seconds to decide between the 3 piles. Don't think about it too much. If you're unsure, you can always place your finger on the screen. Wherever you feel the most heat through your finger on the screen is going to be the pile for you. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you've chosen, I'm going to go ahead and start with the first pile and move the other 2 piles out of the way temporarily. Also, I'd like to remind you that I always have timestamps pinned in the comment section below. So feel free to skip to that if you want to. If you didn't want to hear the intro necessarily. Okay, so we have tarot, and then we're going to get into some oracle cards and also a flip and point, thing going on at the end. So those of you guys who've chosen this beautiful rose quartz rose or flower, let's get into it. So what or who are you attracting right now at this time? What is your vibe? What's going on? Let's get into details. Oh, damn. Okay. Pardon me. Excuse my French. So we have the Empress. So this really goes well with this rose quartz flower, because when I look at this, I immediately think of the Empress card. So, I mean, what's the likelihood of this coming out? But I'm going to lay out the cards, and then I'm going to get into details. Ooh, Queen of Cups. This is also very in line with this. I'll explain. Okay, let's see. The High Priestess. Wow, we have all these really powerful cards. And then bottom. Oh, wow, 7 of Pentacles. This is all just very in tune with the crystal, actually, that you chose. Okay, so I'm going to get into the reading. Let me choose some oracle cards. So, let's see. Let's choose some oracle cards for pile 1. Feelings. Okay, this goes really hand in hand with this Queen of Cups. Here, so that's interesting. Okay, wow. Okay, one more oracle, and then we'll get into right into your reading. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have intellect. That's kind of a contrasting energy, actually. I mean, I'm not saying these cards aren't associated with intellect, but it's just not, I don't see any swords here. Usually when you think of intellect, every tarot reader is usually gonna, stereotypically go towards swords, but there's no swords, so that's interesting. But you could have a different kind of intellect that isn't necessarily just swords energy. Hidden, yeah. So this one just like flew out as well. Interesting. I'm tempted to pull another oracle, actually, before we get in here. Just one more. Okay. Achieve. Okay, interesting. So, you guys are... There's something about you, okay, especially if you chose this crystal, it's just kind of all meshing together. You have this Empress energy, or you're attracting abundance right now at this moment in time. With feelings, I'm getting you guys are going to attract a lot of people who are going to either confess how they feel or they're going to start developing feelings for you. You guys are in a very abundant time right now. I don't know why I'm hearing, well, not, I don't know why, but I mean, like, these cards, astrologically speaking, we have Taurus, we have Pisces coming through, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces again. So yeah, Pisces is strong. I'm strongly also getting Venus in Pisces because that's in its exaltation placement. And this is all just giving me Venus in Pisces, at least the upper half. Seven of Pentacles is about growing abundance. It's about growing like a garden, figuratively, or maybe you're literally growing like a physical garden. I don't know why I'm also channeling those of you guys who are Indian or you're into Vedic astrology. I know some of you guys are Rohini, okay? So some of you guys, you might be, yeah, that's where your nakshatra, sorry, I got tongue-tied, is in Rohini. So in Western astrology, that would be, I believe, somewhere in Gemini. So some of you guys, you might have Gemini, but Rohini is actually Taurus. So it's like kind of in between, I would say, Gemini and Taurus vibes. So maybe some of you guys are Gemini and Taurus cusp, or you're late Gemini or early Taurus or something like that. But that's kind of what I'm getting here. But nevertheless, okay, the actual meaning or symbology is, it's like abundant, it's like multiplying, like and we also have this rabbit. Since ancient times, rabbits were associated with Venus because rabbits multiply really quickly, so it's associated with like Venus, abundance, like those kind of concepts. So yeah, you guys are, if you guys are looking to get a higher paying job, get a promotion, start your own business, or start like a side hustle through a hobby, that might actually be extremely lucrative right now. You guys are lucky, okay? And it's a lucky energy going on in the sky for, in general, I think, or luckier than things have been, because let's be real, like the economy and everything, like things have not been so lucky for a lot of people out there. But right now, it's like, it's slight, it may, there may be chances for a lot of people in the collective, including yourself, especially, I'm getting, to either find opportunities that weren't there before, or either generate like new ideas, or like create ways to grow abundance, okay, in a new way. With feelings, I'm also getting, yeah, like you're attracting a lot of feelings from people. You're magnetic right now, seductive. Let's see, Rohini or slash Taurus, Gemini, I guess, they have very seductive voices. Some of you guys, your voice is very powerful in the way that it can like charm people. Like your words, you're very charming, not just verbally, but like physically. Like you guys may be glowing up, you might be getting more in tune with your femininity, especially we have this rose. I'm getting this image of like a rose blossoming, like that's kind of your energy right now. Some of you guys, somebody might actually give you roses or flowers or something sweet, like chocolate or candy, or I don't know, that's what I associate with, or like jewelry, perfume. Like these are very like Venusian things, material things. And some of you guys, you are attracting like material abundance right now is definitely what I'm getting. We have this very receptive energy with the Queen of Cups, receiving, it could be anything and everything. It could be emotions, feelings, gifts, material abundance, chance, I think, opportunities to get more in tune with your femininity. We also have achieve. So like I said, some of you guys are going to be glowing up. Maybe you're glowing up in multiple areas, because like I said, I was channeling like Rohini energy. That's like glowing up, and that's like a lot of things happening, like multiple things. It's very like abundant. And we have this rabbit that's also like I said, multiple, like the energy of multiplying. Okay, so I don't know why I'm also picturing like some of you guys are gonna start your own like side business, and it's gonna do way better than you thought. Okay, it's gonna surprise you. Some of you guys, with this energy of the rabbit and the feelings, you guys are going to be attracting multiple admirers, okay? Maybe secret admirers coming forward. With intellect, some of you guys, you haven't necessarily been recognized for your intellect as much, because we have this sort of contrasting energy of the Empress, of the Queen of Cups and all of this and feelings, and then we have this sort of like clashing, well, not clashing, but like a sort of different energy with the AI, robot, and intellect. Some of you guys who might actually work in STEM, science, tech, engineering, math, but maybe you kind of don't look like you work in STEM because I'm not saying like you have to look like a certain way, but I'm seeing that you guys are kind of like breaking the stereotype, or maybe you guys are with achieve, like very achievement oriented. And I'm getting that sometimes people tend to kind of underestimate you, but I'm seeing here you guys are stepping into this more like receptive energy where you're going to be recognized more for your achievements, your intellect, and your ability to grow material abundance, but also emotional abundance. Like you guys are going to be, you're attracting like feelings of like feeling like emotionally fulfilled is what I'm getting. And then with hidden, yeah, like I said, hidden intellect, hidden achievement or abilities to achieve, you guys aren't always recognized for this, and you guys are going to be rewarded and recognized for this, okay, moving forward. And with the High Priestess, yeah, you guys are very intuitive. Some of you guys, there's something about you that almost seems like otherworldly, like, because literally we have like this AI, we have the High Priestess, Empress, Queen of Cups, so it's like this energy of like, I don't know why I'm getting like a fairy or mermaid or like a mythical sort of like kind of like ethereal. I mean, because we have the AI. AI is also not human, right? It's not sentient like a human. I'm not saying that you guys are like mimicking empathy or anything like that. I'm more so getting like there's something about you that seems like otherworldly, or like actually with the mimicking empathy. Some of you guys, you might be on the spectrum. Okay, you might want to look up signs that you might be on the spectrum. But I'm also getting, I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of, okay, when it comes to that. But I am going to hear that some of you guys, you are, like I said, being rewarded, recognized, glowing up. Also, I'm getting some of you guys, if you had trouble getting in tune with your feelings, a lot of you guys are having some kind of breakthrough when it comes to that, with this feelings, like getting in tune with your own feelings and emotions. And in turn, you're able to kind of get in tune with other people's feelings and emotions. And that allows you to get places, maybe even like form connections, like network, or even just like personal like connections, like making friends, and like I don't know why I'm hearing like making friends in high places or making a lot of friends, maybe like, and you can getting, yeah, something to do with like opportunities being presented to you through like soft methods. Like by soft methods I mean like through networking, through forming connections with people, more so than, I don't know, maybe some of you guys in the past with the AI and Achieve, Hidden, High Priestess, I'm getting some of you guys are very like independent and kind of like, I'm gonna do everything on my own. You maybe did a lot of things on your own and kind of like didn't want to accept help from people, or didn't want to take shortcuts because maybe that's just the way you are, like wired. But I am getting here that some of you guys, you're kind of stepping out of that energy and you are accepting help. And I don't think it's like accepting help as in like you're a charity case or anything. It's more so like you're opening doors, okay, that were closed by just forming connections with people. And if they have like an opportunity where, you know, they need, you know, a spot filled, and you happen to meet the criteria for that spot, or, you know, what have you, or like maybe even it could be like a business idea where they need somebody who, let's say, has experience in the beauty industry or fashion or something like that, and you guys have that. This is just an example. And you happen to have those skills, and opportunities might be presented to you by forming connections or forming like bonds with people. And that's not necessarily anything like saying that you're not being independent, because you are. It's just you're working smart. I would say smarter, not harder, because like, I mean, especially nowadays, like the economy is really tough. So just doing everything on your own and like trying to be independent and everything, like that's not really gonna do you any favors. Even though your independence, I'm strongly getting that you guys are extremely independent at heart. Like that's how you're wired even. But I'm getting here that like you are somehow learning and attracting a vibe of more so like collaboration, rather than like I'm gonna do everything on my own, carry everything on my shoulders. And it's almost like you might have been carrying a burden too, is what I'm getting. But with Seven of Pentacles, yeah, you guys are going to be attracting abundant opportunities. I don't know why I'm also hearing you guys are taking care of your skin more. I don't know why, like with the cups and all the moisture, you guys are hydrating more. You guys are, I don't know why I'm getting some of you guys are investing in skincare, like collagen creams, or you're like eating better, like things that stimulate collagen production, okay? Like if you're allergic, don't eat it, but sweet potatoes, actually, little do people know that that is a plant-based food that actually stimulates collagen. Okay, so I'm just saying, like some of you guys you're maybe researching stuff like that more. You guys are investing in like skincare. I don't mean like going over the top with like a gazillion skin creams or treatments or ointments and serums, but I'm more so getting like you're just kind of you're like finding maybe like a couple things that like really suit like your skin. I'm also getting you guys are like treating yourself to more luxury, and I know that's difficult lately with the economy and everything, but you guys are kind of like allowing yourself to like enjoy like small delights, like Venusian things, like I said, like little, maybe you're just like cooking more like nourishing things for yourself, allowing yourself to have like that piece of dark chocolate, just like, but it's not just like in the past where, if you were stressed, maybe you would kind of be drawn towards like eating unhealthily or anything. This is more like you're like nourishing yourself, and you're kind of like allowing yourself to kind of enjoy certain foods, like let's say chocolate or cheese or something that kind of like luxurious, I guess, foods, like sweets. But you're also like enjoying it more in a way, like slower. I'm getting like slower, more confident in your choices. But just like it's just this energy of being of like slowing down, but not necessarily in a bad way. It's more so like that sort of Taurian way, or Venusian way of just enjoying life more, or allowing yourself to do that, even if things are difficult, or like maybe work is really stressful, or like you're going through something, or like difficult in your personal life, or what, it could be anything. But you guys are, it's like you're attracting more of that energy of, like I said, either like Taurian energy, Venusian energy, like in Vedic astrology I guess it would be like Rohini. And like I said, some of you guys, you're like you are Gemini, okay, like maybe like Gemini moon, okay, Gemini sun rising, Taurus sun moon rising, Venus, which is in its domicile, Venus in Pisces, which is exalted, is definitely coming through. Like I said, we have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, we have Taurus, we have Libra, Pisces again, which is why I keep saying Venus in Pisces, feelings, which is also water. So that's also like Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And then we have Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because material abundance is linked with Earth energy. And then we have intellect, which is air. So I don't know, some of you guys, you might have a very powerful air placement, and like the rest is, I don't know, something else. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. When I look at this, I think of air sign, for sure, air sign energy. Libra, combines air and Venus, right? So some of you guys, you might be Libra, Libra stellium, but yeah, sun, moon, rising, Jupiter, or sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter. But yeah, I mean, you guys are attracting many things, but I'm also getting, like I said, with the High Priestess and then the feelings, like a lot of people I think are admiring you and you don't even know, and like you're gonna get like people coming forward, like, or multiple people developing a crush on you is what I'm getting, especially with the bunnies, because that, or the rabbit, represents like multiplication, like multiplying, right? So like multiple suitors, multiple secret admirers. And I'm getting that a lot of this energy has to do with you also accepting certain parts of yourself that maybe you felt like you had to hide with the High Priestess, or kind of suppress a little bit, or keep hidden. Like you're kind of like feeling free to express yourself more, like express your true self more. And people are also right now more receptive to this, is what I'm getting. And yeah, Seven of Pentacles, you're growing a sturdy foundation. You're going to get opportunities to grow, maybe invest, like literally grow a garden, or yeah, like I'm like I said, promotion, like a job that pays a lot more, like it just like completely skyrockets your income bracket. And even if things seem tough right now with the economy and everything, I'm getting, I don't know, something about, like I said, you're just very lucky right now. So just stay open-minded is what I'm hearing, and also be like open, like allow yourself to be open with yourself, and to also just kind of like take it easy, because I'm getting a lot of you guys with intellect and achieve, and hidden even, you guys have a tendency to be really hard on yourself. Like if you don't feel like you're at a place excuse me, at a place where you need to be, or you feel like ooh, like this isn't where I thought I would be, like you kind of you're like hard on yourself. But for some reason I'm hearing, no, like right now, that it's not the time to do that. Right now it's the time to slow down, treat yourself, invest in yourself, like not just intellectually, but especially when it comes to, like I said, nourishing yourself with like nourishing food, like nutritious, like nutrients, and like cooking for yourself, kind of like slowing down sometimes, letting your hair down, like I said, investing in skincare. There's something to do with skincare. I mean, be careful, obviously, because I mean, you don't know, you have to really like look at the ingredients, I think, in the skincare, because you could break out and all that, just a warning. But I am getting here, you will maybe get more in tune with, I don't know why I am picturing like skin being like glowing and like plump. Okay, like some of you guys, I don't know, maybe you're kind of getting more in tune with that, like I said, getting more in tune with your skincare. Also fitness, okay, is definitely coming up here. Some of you guys, you might be starting or maybe upgrading your workout routine or something like that. Some of you guys, you're just in like manifestation energy right now. You're just manifesting like crazy, like open to receive, with the Queen of Cups especially, all kinds of abundance. And abundance that's not just like a flash in the pan and like comes and goes. This is more like with Seven of Pentacles, like things that will grow over time. Like when I think of Seven of Pentacles, I think of like a garden, right? Planting seeds, and that grows, continues to grow. And we have like multiple seeds here, not just one. In, you know, a garden, let's say, Taurian vibes, right? But this is just like allowed to grow. And also, like, I'm hearing like allow yourself, like, be open to receive. Like I said earlier, how some of you guys, you might have been closed off to receiving in the past, because maybe it made you feel like that makes you like a weak person or something. But I'm getting, no, like right now is the time to be open to receive. It doesn't make you weak, or it doesn't make you like dependent or necessarily. It just like means that you are working smarter, not harder. And if there are certain opportunities that need to be given to someone and you happen to meet the criteria, then obviously there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually fantastic. And things could move faster for you in a way that is deserved, okay, based on your skills, or, you know, what have you, like what you have to offer. I'm also, for some reason, hearing pink and red, roses, seashells. Like literally, we have a seashell right here. The throne is made out of a seashell, like a conch shell. That's also another like Venus, like linked with like Aphrodite. Rose quartz is also very like Venusian. Some of you guys are also you're becoming more like creative. Oh, that's something that I forgot to mention, with this energy, Venusian energy, like art, beauty, creativity, the finer things in life. You guys are kind of like stepping into that more, and that is somehow allowing you to manifest more, I'm getting. So that's really beautiful. Okay, so that's actually not all. What I was going to do was flip and point, okay, to see if there's any more messages. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have, I don't know why I pointed to this, but I'm also seeing a rabbit here, and so I want to like read both, because the rabbit, you have literally like a rabbit. So we have coyote. We have an important trickster in the Americas. Coyote is a sign that something is about to happen. For the Hopi, he created the Milky Way by leaving the lid off of a sealed pot and allowing the stars to escape. He also gave humans fire, flood, and night. Okay, so something maybe like a sudden opportunity. Okay, and you know, I don't know what I'm hearing. Once again, allow yourself to receive. Okay, work smarter, not harder is what I'm getting. With the Brr rabbit, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. It literally sounds like it says brr. Brr rabbit. We have, in West Africa, the rabbit is an artful trickster. Oh, another trickster, who, like the coyote, stole fire to give to humans. He outmaneuvers the deceitful hyena, but he also breaks friendships and symbolizes fear. As Burr Rabbit, he migrated to Jamaica and the U.S. with the slave ships. Okay, so there's this like energy of like trickster energy, but I'm not really getting that from like other people. Also, like maybe watch out, because you're in such a like heavily manifesting, abundant energy. There may be some people who want a piece of that. Okay, just be wary. But something with you guys, you might actually be kind of in your own trickster energy, where, like I said, you guys are more seductive, charming, like silver tongue, I know is what I'm hearing. You're just like able to charm people more with your voice and your words nowadays. Okay. So once I'm getting Gemini again, Taurus, or second house energy. Yeah, some of you guys, you have, I think, a lot of Gemini or Taurus, or maybe, like I said, Gemini, Taurus cusp, and your sun, moon, rising, Venus or Jupiter. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, share if this video resonated with you guys, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. The link to my Etsy shop is in the description box below. So I will see you guys later. Pile 1, the rose quartz flower group. Okay, so we're moving on to the second pile. The second pile. Pile 2, we have this tarot deck here, and you've chosen this beautiful kunzite. Such a beauty. But this one, I don't know, something about it is very like elegant. I don't know why. It just gives me that vibe for some reason. Almost like an elegant kind of like refined energy. But let's see what you guys are attracting, who are you attracting, what's going on. We'll get into the details. I'm gonna lay out the cards. Let's take this one. This one was peeking out as well. And then I'm gonna lay out, okay, this is too many. And then we're gonna lay out some oracle cards, and okay. So at the bottom we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, wow, 5 of Cups. Some of you guys, you're getting over some kind of disappointment or heartbreak, or maybe there's something that you're healing from, is what I'm getting. But I'm gonna flip over the cards. Let me get some oracle cards. Abundant. Wow, it's like that sort of like contrasting energy from the 5 of Cups. So we have abundant. Okay, let's get, this is the last oracle that I'll pull, and then we will have, we'll get into your tarot message. Okay, we have, oh my god, did you guys just see that? I said message and then we got message. Ooh, I just got like chills. I got goosebumps. Like, what in the, that always shocks me. Wonder. Ooh, beautiful. Especially with abundant. Okay, so, all right, let me flip over. Ooh, it's not really like, okay, let me flip over these cards, and we'll get into, ooh, I love this. Chariot, the King of Coins. Oh my gosh, abundance, you guys. That's so in like King of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, and then we have Wonder, we have Message, Chariot, King of Coins, and then we have Abundance, or Abundant. Okay, so with this, I'm getting that, like I said, some of you guys, you are healing from a heartbreak, or you're attracting, I don't know why I'm hearing you're attracting like cleansing, like a cleansing kind of energy. You guys are upgrading your self-confidence, your self-worth, like you're healing from the inside out is what I'm getting. And you may get an opportunity to do that. Or multiple opportunities, but I'm also hearing that it's like some of you guys are feeling like you're in limbo, like you're kind of in between worlds with the Chariot. Like it's like you're not quite in the past, not quite in the future. It's like you're heading towards something. You're kind of in like an energy that's very like, what is it? Transient is what I'm getting. Yeah, there's some uncertainty, but I'm getting here that you guys will be getting a message, okay? To do with King of Coins, it could be like your career, abundance. I mean, we have 2 kings. We have King of Coins and King of Cups. So this could be literally like in your personal life and your professional life. You guys may be getting a message. And also, I say that I mentioned the two different realms of your life because we have the Chariot. The Chariot is often in the traditional tarot, both Marseille and Rider-Waite. The Chariot is depicted as showing or depicts two horses pulling the chariot. One is black and one is white, I believe. But nevertheless, it symbolizes like a dichotomy or duality between the two horses pulling the chariot. It's kind of like getting a grasp of who you are through balancing yourself. Okay, being able to find balance, because you can't, like, a chariot can't move without that balance. Like, the two horses have to be like in sync, right, with one another. Like, if one of the horses stops running or pauses, and the chariot can't move along. So I don't know why I'm hearing like two areas of your life, career and personal life, or professional and personal life, have been kind of like off kilter for a while, and you guys are cleansing that out. That feeling of imbalance, of being off kilter, of feeling like, I don't know why I'm hearing like a loss of control. Like, you guys are kind of, I'm not saying like you guys are grabbing a hold of control again, no. Like, I'm more so getting like you're allowing yourself with the Five of Cups to kind of let go of things that are not within your grasp of control. Like, you're letting go of things that you can't control, external circumstances that you can't control. Like, maybe in the past, I'm getting you guys were kind of in that more so energy of like, I need to control everything around me. Like, that's the only way I feel safe. I'm getting some of you guys with the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is coming through. Especially if you're Cancerian, it's almost like this fear that like your external environment will like control you if you don't control it. But I'm getting a lot of you guys, you're letting go of that need for control. You're kind of realizing, you know what, I can't control my external environment, and you know what other people do and what happens like outside of myself, and you're kind of like coming to terms with that, and you're focusing more on like inner strength. I'm getting like inner, not like controlling your inner self, but more so like getting in tune with yourself, right? And in doing so, you're getting more in tune with like, how can I take action, or like what can I do to improve what's within my grasp, rather than focusing so much on what's out there, like what's going on out there outside of your external, in the external world, with other people and things, and anything can happen, right? Like, people are inconsistent, the economy is often inconsistent, especially nowadays. Anything can happen, even like the weather. You don't know like what's gonna happen with the weather. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy weather nowadays, natural disasters. Let's be real, like anything can happen, like anything. You can't control, like, even like, in terms of like transportation, like flights, like an airplane. You can't control like if your flight is going to be late or not. Anything can happen, like I said. Like, I think it's just you're finally coming to terms with the fact that like, I can't control those things, but what I can do is focus on like my inner strength and like what I can do that's within my grasp. And I'm getting here that a lot of that does center around like inner balance is coming through like really strongly, especially balancing your career and personal life. Some of you guys, I'm getting some of you guys, you might have had tendencies to kind of throw yourself into work or focus a lot on material possessions, or maybe you're focusing on what other people have that you don't have, or I don't know, or maybe even this is like the opposite, where you're focusing too much on your personal life and like not like investing in yourself more when it comes to your skills or your talents, or like what you can contribute to the external world. But now I think you guys are getting an opportunity to kind of balance your personal life and your professional life. Like, And I'm also getting here that a big way that you guys can grow abundance right now, or you're kind of looking for a path forward, is through creativity with the Wonder card. I'm also hearing like sometimes some of you guys, your creativity was a bit repressed in the past. Like maybe you're pressing it down because you're just like focus. Like I said, I'm getting you focused on like a need to control your external environment. But you know, in letting that go, I'm getting you guys are getting more in tune with your creativity. You're kind of like connecting with your inner child more. And some of you guys with the message, you guys will be getting a message about an opportunity, because this is on top of the King of Coins. You guys are going to be hearing a message about an opportunity, something that has to do with creativity or something that you really enjoyed doing even as a child is what I'm getting. And also with the King of Cups, you guys are, like I said, getting more in tune with your inner child, maybe even healing some like inner child wounds. And in doing so, you're able to, like I said, create more balance in your life. And I'm getting balance is everything. I'm also getting some of you guys, you're attracting or manifesting two masculine energies in your life, because we can't ignore the fact that we have two kings. We have King of Coins and then we have the King of Cups. So with the two kings, king traditionally is someone who's a bit older. So this could be somebody who's a bit older than you. This could be someone who may be the same age, or, you know, age doesn't matter. It could be that they are like old souls. So both of them, these two masculine energies are linked with either being old souls, being like mature. King of Coins is about someone who has like financial security, like they've built a durable foundation for themselves financially, like in a material sense. So you guys might be attracting somebody like that. And also with the King of Cups, this is interesting because you usually don't get like two kings or two queens and whatnot, but this is I think it came out for a reason. With King of Cups, we have someone who has high emotional intelligence, or EQ. This person has mastered their emotions. They have a lot of friends. They are very giving, soft, kind. Okay, like King of Cups is about someone when they fall in love, like they don't just like fall in love. Like this is like once they fall in love, it's like ride or die, like to the end of time. Like they'll also do anything for love. King of Cups puts a huge emphasis on love in their life. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer is coming through because Pisces, let's be real, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they put a lot more emphasis on like their romantic life. So you guys are kind of attracting both energies into your life. But with the two kings, this could also signify you mastering both realms of your life, with the coins and the cups. Coins being, like I said, your professional life. You guys are headed towards or manifesting opportunities. I'm more so getting, for some reason, I mean, with pile one, I got like manifesting, but with the chariot, it's like you're just kind of moving towards it. And it's not like you're desperately seeking it out, but it's more of an energy of you're just kind of literally, like when you picture a chariot, or in this case, it's a carriage, like horse pulling the chariot or the carriage, you're just kind of going your way, like towards, just on your merry way, like doing your thing. And it's like you're gonna somehow, I don't know why I'm hearing like come across, it's almost like this energy of a gold mine, because literally with the King of Coins, we have like these gold coins. It's also like a nest, kind of. It looks like a nest. So like I'm hearing like nest egg. We also have King of Cups, King of Cups, excuse me. So it's like you're heading into it's like this energy of like material abundance and romance at the same time. And like I said, for some of you guys, this is going to manifest in this reading as two masculine energies who are either older than you or mature energies. The King of Coins, I gotta say, in this image, it's looking like somebody who's a bit shy. Like they don't really come out of their shell when it comes to expressing themselves. So this is going to be a big deal for this person. Those of you guys who are looking, okay? This person, they don't develop feelings often, okay? So this is like a big deal for them. The King of Cups, I'm getting somebody who is a bit more like popular, life of the party, who, I don't know why I'm hearing this person. This is just what I'm channeling. Like, this King of Cups has had, I mean, from this image and just in general, like the vibe, this person has had a difficult time with love, and I think they've been hurt in the past, especially with Five of Cups. But we have King of Cups and Five of Cups, and then he's holding one cup. 5 plus 1 is 6. So six of Cups. 6 of Cups is ultimately an energy of like reunion. It's also like soulmate energy or twin flame energy. So this person is looking for like their true, like one true person, like was it soulmate, twin flame, etc., and I'm getting some of you guys, you are attracting that, this individual, whoever their entity, or you may just be attracting, like I said, a lot of opportunities, a lot of romance or something like that, like two different areas of your life, and you're going to be able to like balance that. With abundance, yeah, it's this energy of, with the Five of Cups especially, going, and then abundance, I'm getting this energy of like scarcity to abundance. And also there's something to do with the ocean, because we have the ocean here. We have the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy, so something to do with like seashells, the ocean, the moon, rules Cancer. Interesting. Like, some of you guys, you might be going on holiday, and you might be like surprised to hear something while you're on holiday that's really, really abundant. Like, maybe this is like getting a shot with like your dream job, or maybe even like a promotion. Maybe, I don't know, it's this energy of just like attracting like things in two different areas of your life, like the two different areas that I mentioned earlier. And fast movement. The Chariot also symbolizes or signifies fast movement. So things might be happening faster. If you've been like waiting for something, or you've been hoping for something, things might be somehow moving along faster. Because like I said, I'm getting like this image of like need for control, all of that. I'm getting that was, for a lot of you guys, due to a lack of balance. And like I mentioned earlier, it's like this image of like two horses trying to pull a carriage, but then like one horse stops running, and then there's like a pause, I'm getting. But there's something to be said about balance, okay? The two horses are running simultaneously, and they've reached like an alignment, reached balance, reached I want to say like a certain rhythm that works. And I'm getting that you guys are stepping into that energy of the rhythm that works. Like, maybe you weren't, like I said, able to find your rhythm in the past, and expect a message. I'm getting we have the one number we have in this entire spread is the number 7. 7 is lucky energy. Okay, there is an unusually lucky energy, opportunities for luck in the stars right now, with Jupiter and Gemini, or Jupiter in Rohini, okay? But it doesn't necessarily matter, like, like this, I mean, I'm not saying the stars don't matter, but it's more so, I think it's more about like free will. So it kind of depends on how you decide to balance, like inner balance. But there are more opportunities heading towards you. And so it's really going to depend on you to find that rhythm. I don't know why I'm hearing like find that rhythm. Some of you guys, you might dance, or you guys might be like musical, or you might end up getting some opportunity to, like I said, grow your creative talents, go towards your passions, like professionally and romantically speaking. And with wonder, like I said, connecting with your inner child, healing, cleansing some like inner child wounds possibly is coming through really strongly. Yeah, overall, you guys are attracting, like I said, don't forget the two kings. Interesting. This is, and like I said, this could be two kings, like two masculine energies that are like mature. Coins, cups, which is one is wealthy or has a good grasp on their finances or kind of financially minded. Maybe they work in finance or something. The King of Cups is about, like I said, emotions. They're more creative, more dreamy. This person will do anything for love, like that kind of person. So maybe, I don't know what your type is. Drop a comment down below. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's a little bit of both or a mix of both. Interesting. But like I said, the two kings coming out could also represent mastery of these two realms of your life. Or maybe it's all of the above. So like I said, more balance, more mastery of your finances and of your personal life, okay? That involves feelings or emotions. And like I said, letting go of a need for control and kind of like focusing on, I think, your inner strength, like working on what you can do opposed to like worrying about what you can't, like you have no grasp, or worrying about things that you have no grasp on, basically. Which is, I would say, it's like good advice for anyone, but I'm getting for this pile specifically, like it's just needed to be said. Okay, so last but not least, we have this book of signs and symbols. I'm just going to be doing like a quick flip-in point. Okay, so we have melon. Melon. Some of you guys, you might be eating melon. Maybe that's like your favorite fruit. We have melons represent fertility, sweetness, moisture, and vitality. Their sensual abundance also links them to luxury and gluttony, while their rapid growth signifies creative power. Yeah, creativity. In China, melons are traditionally associated with fertility, and their seeds are sometimes seen at weddings. In Northern Europe, their rarity once suggested wealth. Yeah, so like I said, abundance, okay? And we have like this green, abundant image here. This also kind of reminds me of a melon because it's round like a cantaloupe. So that's interesting. There's something to do with melons. I don't know, maybe you guys will like see melon or you're eating melon or something to do with melons. I know that's kind of random, but you know, it came into the reading for a reason. So there's something to do with melons. If you're allergic to melons, obviously stay away from them, but yeah, that's interesting. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this video resonated with you guys. Pile 2. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box below. So if you'd like to check that out, go ahead and do so. So with that, I'm moving straight into pile 3. Pile 3. Okay, last but not least, pile 3, you've chosen this deck here, and then you've chosen this blue calcite. I don't know why, when I look at this blue calcite, I think of the moon or like space. It's like out there, you know, like outside of the box. I would say I think of like space and like the universe for some reason. But definitely the moon comes through. Also Pluto. Interesting. But anyways, yeah. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Maybe, I don't know, something about that maybe rung a bell for some of you guys out there. But let's get into what you guys are attracting. Okay, one of the cards already flew out. So we have the Void. Okay, I'm going to flip the cards. We have the energy of Uranus and Aries. So we have Aquarius and Aries. Okay, some of you guys, drop a comment down below if you have Aquarius or Aries in your astrology. That's the first thing that popped out. But let's see what more we have. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. We actually got the King of Pentacles in pile 2. So if you guys want to check out pile 2. We have the Sovereign. Okay, so I believe this is for some reason, interestingly enough, it's giving me, yeah, I think this is the Hierophant, actually. Ooh. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords, so it's an energy of rest, okay, rejuvenation. All right, let's get into for tarot. Okay, or oracle, and then we'll get into tarot. Okay, so we have abundant. We actually pulled this in pile 2, speaking of which, King of Pentacles also came out. We have Queen of Pentacles here. So yeah, I highly recommend checking out pile 2, those of you guys who are interested. Oh, okay, and then we have ambition. So it's kind of like this contrasting energy of abundance created through ambition. Interesting. Because the other 2 piles, it was more like an energy of moving away from sort of that energy of ambition. Well, not moving away, but like kind of giving that a little bit of a break. But this is more so an energy of stepping towards ambition. So that's interesting. Okay. And then also creating abundance through ambition. But okay, let's get some oracle cards here to see. Delight. Okay, that's beautiful. So we have delight, and then we have childhood. Okay, this is reminding me of pile 2 again, because we got I believe we got another card that is linked to childhood. It's interesting how that happens. There's like multiple cards pointing to pile 2. We have creation. Okay, beautiful. So interesting. So with this energy, we are getting an energy of this one's like the most, like, I don't want to say confusing, but it's the most like out there pile. So some of you guys, you might literally have Aquarius in your astrology, because that's the most like outside of the box. There's like a lot going on, and it's almost like stumped when it comes to, well, not stumped, but like it's just very different from the vibe that I usually get, which is once again Aquarian. So some of you guys, you have Aquarius in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, maybe Aquastellium. But yeah, it's like this energy of moving forward from 0 to 100. Like some of you guys are attracting some kind of like sudden change. I'm getting like sudden out of the blue. Okay. And with the 4 of Swords, like it's gonna shock you. Okay. Let me just put it bluntly. Like whatever is coming towards you might shock you, because with the 4 of Swords, it's about kind of like you're in your like resting, like recuperating kind of energy. And this energy, or this these things that are coming towards you, it's more so a contrasting energy of like I said, movement. Okay, like things suddenly being presented to you out of the blue. And this isn't just like things that come and go. With the Sovereign, I'm getting a vibe of things that are here to stay just suddenly showing up in your life, because we literally have delight, and there's something to do with a childhood dream. Okay, like think back, you guys, like was there something with a childhood card, like something in your childhood that you've always wanted, you've always dreamt of? It's like it's something to do with that, like coming towards you and just kind of appearing like out of the blue, which sounds kind of out there, but this is like my most out there spread. It's almost like the vibe I'm channeling, like the vibe of like miracles, Uranus energy, which is like sudden change, sudden breakthroughs, thunder, lightning, things which cannot be contained, okay, inside a box is what I'm getting, because this is like very, I don't want to say chaotic, but like it's very like outside of the box, like everything that's going on. Like we have all these like contrasting cards that normally doesn't happen. So yeah, some of you guys, you're in for some surprising changes, surprising opportunities, especially because we have abundant, and then we also have ambition. And we got the abundant card in pile 2, so check out pile 2 if you're curious. some of you guys, you're stepping into a more ambitious energy, and somehow that creates more abundance. Like maybe in the past with the Four of Swords, you've been, I don't want to say you've been like sleeping on your ambitions, but you've been kind of in more so an energy of like, they're there, like maybe, you know, certain ambitions or, you know, desires or what have you, or especially with this card, with the Delight card, I'm getting, yeah, desires, your true ambitions, like your deepest, darkest desires. Maybe you were kind of like, yeah, maybe you're repressing them a little bit, or they're like somewhere in there, like somewhere like swirling around inside of you, but I'm getting you didn't really like grasp it, or you either repressed it, or you kind of like almost like denied yourself of the things that you truly want in life. Wow, this is like a more complex reading than the other two piles for sure. There's just so much going on here. Yeah, with the Void, it's almost like, and then childhood, I'm getting, some of you guys, you might have had something happen in your childhood that made you almost like diminish yourself sometimes, or it's almost like also like this feeling of, with the Void, maybe being a bit invisible. Like, I'm not saying, you know, that your, you know, family or caretakers neglected you necessarily, but I'm getting with the Void, there might have been more so like emotional neglect, which is interesting. That's not what I was expecting at all from this reading. I mean, because like right next to that we have abundant and we have ambition, so there's something to do with like your childhood making you, maybe it was a tough childhood. It doesn't have to be like, you know, it could be like maybe it was tough as in like you didn't have enough, okay? But it could also be maybe you didn't have enough in a different way, like emotionally, not just materially, or, you know, in whatever, in some other sense, like maybe you were abandoned as a child, or I don't know, it could be anything, like, or you have abandonment issues due to certain things that happened. It could be any of those things. But I'm getting something about those experiences makes you strong, like makes you a stronger person. And with ambition, I'm getting something about that. Maybe you don't even know this. It's like something about that feeds your ambition and your desire to be abundant, and so it like pushes you, I think, more than than other people, because maybe other people might have to try a little bit harder to be more driven, or to go that extra mile, or to really like want certain things. Like maybe they don't even think about certain things, like for example, like a certain level of, let's say, like income bracket, or like certain things that you want materially, or certain achievements or certain goals. Maybe you're the type of person who you don't really have to try very hard. You just, I mean, not try very hard towards those goals, but more so try very hard when it comes to having the ambition to drive you forward to reach those goals. Whereas like other people, they might not have that like inherent drive, like pushing them forward. And I'm getting that a lot of you guys, like whatever happened either in your childhood or your past, or it could be anything, maybe that kind of triggers like childhood wounding, whatever it is, something happened to you. I'm getting, it doesn't have to be like a big thing, like a trauma necessarily, but it could be something that triggers you, okay? Drop a comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. But for a lot of you guys, it does drive you harder, like stronger, okay? It makes you like stronger, and it also drives you forward more, okay, than the average person with ambition. And like I said, ambition crowning abundance. And the Void is also about, I don't know, I'm getting this energy of wanting like more, like desire. It's also kind of like ties into the ambition thing. Like maybe some of you guys, you've always felt like this void inside you, where you always felt like I don't have enough, or I'm not doing enough, achieving enough. Like I don't have everything that I want, even though you have a lot of things. I'm getting a lot of you guys with the Six of Swords. You guys are kind of moving away from that energy of constantly feeling like, I don't want to say you're empty inside, but it's almost like this vibe with the ambition card, especially like you, and then delight. It's like you're constantly moving towards some goal or desire that you have, and then once you reach that, it's like you're happy for like a second, and then like once you reach that milestone or goal, it's like you're no longer proud of yourself, or you're no longer feeling satisfied or fulfilled with yourself anymore, because of you have like this void that just like you have to feed it, and you keep feeding it, but it's always hungry kind of a thing. And I don't know if that's necessarily been healthy for you. I'm getting it could have, even with this card, I don't know, this is a beautiful card, but also I'm on the more extreme end of the spectrum, I'm getting this could even be addictions, like self-undoing kind of addictive habits. Okay, there's something to do with you kind of healing from that with the Six of Swords, and because this is literally about like moving on from Six of Swords traditionally in the Rider-Waite signifies somebody moving forward, moving on to like calmer waters after a war, like literally, or battle. And it's gonna be like, moving on to safety, moving on to calmer shores, okay, or safer place. But I'm getting a lot of you guys, you're moving on from this energy. You're kind of almost like, I don't know, like it's like suddenly you wake up, or I know that sounds kind of out there, but like I said, this is a very out there spread, like more out there than a lot of spreads that I've gotten, or even the previous two. It's just completely different. It's like outside of the box, outside of the box, outside of the box. Just once again, like very Aquarian. Or some of you guys, you might not even be an Aquarius, but you're like this, okay? We also have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This is definitely giving me Scorpio vibes with ambition, and void. I mean, it's giving me Scorpio. I'm also getting Aries. Aries can be like this as well. Oops. And then we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus again. We also have air sign, okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and then this is also air, okay, but this is air, but I also see water. But nevertheless, yeah, you guys are kind of suddenly, it's like you're waking up and realizing, oh my gosh, like I have everything that I want, like everything at my disposal, everything that I need to get to where I want to go. And it's like you're finally like, I don't want to say being like completely satisfied with yourself, but realizing that maybe you deserve to actually acknowledge your achievements. Because like I said in the past, I'm getting this void. It's like you're constantly feeding this vacuum, where you like, I'm getting that, like I said, I'm getting this energy of like reaching a goal or a milestone, and then you're kind of just like, oh, I reached it, and then like you're happy for like a few seconds, and then you're just like, okay, like what's next? Like you're never really like, I'm getting, you guys are the type where you're never really pausing to be satisfied or like actually acknowledge things that you've done for yourself. And in doing so, it's almost like an energy of putting off happiness, or putting off fulfillment, or putting off just like being, I don't know, this feeling of being like even spiritually balanced, because it's like you keep putting that, you keep like moving on to the next goal, and you're like never pausing to reflect or like give yourself credit or like acknowledgement, or like recognize the things that you've done for yourself, or just in your life, maybe even for other people. Like you've done a lot. But with delight, I'm getting, some of you guys, it's like suddenly you're just, see this like image of like all these like delicious like desserts, and like it looks delicious. Like who's gonna say no to this? But I'm getting this energy of this energy. I'm also getting something like dopamine energy. Okay, but that's different. That's something else. But okay, let's get back to the topic. I'm getting this energy of you guys finally kind of getting this, okay, like these kind of feelings. And maybe you've never really, I don't know, maybe allowed yourself to enjoy, okay, the things that you have acquired or that you've built for yourself. Like maybe you're the type to, I don't know why I'm also getting this energy of someone who does a whole lot of things, but they don't actually allow themselves to enjoy the benefits of what they've created for themselves. And now you're allowing yourself to enjoy all of these things. It could also be something to do with the Queen of Pentacles and then delight. It's like you guys are... I'm also, for some reason, being channeled. I can't ignore the swan here. Swans represent like soulmate connection, twin flame, but oftentimes it's like, yeah, soulmate or, you know, romance, that kind of thing. And then we have this card here with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I gotta be honest, like someone is entering your life who wants to kind of shower you with this energy. With the swan, Six of Swords, and then Queen of Pentacles. It's like someone wants to shower you with this. And I don't mean like, I don't know. I mean, it could be like literally like maybe they are, you know, own a restaurant and their desserts are like out of this world, like famous because they're so delicious, or like a bakery shop owner, or this person likes to bake. Maybe you like to bake. And also when I look at this, I see there's like a connection to France with these desserts, okay? Because these look like macarons. So I don't know, there's something to do with, I don't know, maybe like you're going on holiday to France, or some of you guys are learning French. There's just something to do with that. But yeah, here we have someone entering your life who wants, I don't know, I'm hearing wants to make your life sweeter with this card. And this is, look at all this sugar. And for some reason I'm getting like maybe in the past, like we said, or I said, we have this contrasting energy of the void, and it's like you not allowing yourself to enjoy the sweeter aspects of life. But I'm getting you guys are allowing yourself to do that due to, I don't know, maybe some kind of epiphany or just random. This is my most random pile where things are just like happening out of nowhere. Like, because in previous piles, in most piles, it's more of like a progression or like similar cards, but this is like all contrasting cards and things just happening out of nowhere with really like no previous sign or anything like that. Like things just kind of popping out of the blue. So like I said, in the next, let's see, what numbers do we have here? We have 6 and 4. So there's something to do with the last 4 years. Like think back to 4 years ago. There was a theme I'm getting 4 years ago, 4 to 6 years ago, but more so 4 years I'm hearing because of this, the signification of this card. But also with the 6, the next 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, especially like the next 6 months, because that's more broad. But like I said, some of you guys, you might be seeing something in the next 6 days, 6 weeks, up to 6 months. This sort of energy, it's like you're manifesting like sweeter things into your life, because look at the past. We have this energy of the void of, I mean, ambition is not necessarily bad, but when I look at this, I don't necessarily see this. I mean, look how it contrasts. It's very like, I don't know, I'm not getting like a sweet energy from the ambition. This is more like serious. It's more dark, and it's not necessarily bad. It's just, it's not it's the same energy as this or the Queen of Pentacles, which is more so about Venusian things. Venus, we have, it's like your, what do we have? Let's see, Venusian things. We have like beauty, art, food, luxury, you know, delicious foods, not just regular food. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, once again, we have like luxury, finer things in life, art, music, beauty. Some of you guys are glowing up. Some of you guys, this is also reminding me of pile 2 again. You guys are, I don't know, it's like you guys are allowing yourself to kind of like also pamper yourself more. Because in the past, I'm getting like this sort of, don't ask me why, I'm channeling like somebody who's very like serious, very like, almost like buttoned up. Like you didn't allow yourself to like either step out of your routine. It's a very like disciplined energy. Some of you guys, you might have Capricorn in your astrology, especially Capricorn moon, but you could be like Capricorn sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars in Capricorn, because it's so well placed or prominently placed. But I am getting here, yeah, some of you guys, you have that, or even, that maybe this is just the way you're wired, have this energy of being kind of like serious, disciplined, a bit type A, like you're very like buttoned up. You kind of like, you don't really like, you're not very dreamy. You're very like grounded and very like practical, and you're kind of just like, I don't believe it until I see it kind of a vibe. Very, like I said, ambitious, very achievement oriented, which is definitely not a bad thing. But I'm getting like what you're attracting though is different from this energy. It's like not completely the opposite, but it's very different, contrasting with this energy. And like I said, Venusian things, and sweeter things, like, actually enjoying life, like just for, like just to feel pleasure. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, I'm doing this for a reason, or to get from, point A to point B, or, like I'm doing this to, because to serve my ambitions. It's more like I'm just going to enjoy things because I want to, you know what I mean? Or like I feel like it, or because I can. Like it's like you're moving more towards this energy, and you're also attracting this more into your life is what I'm getting. And it's kind of out of the blue. Like maybe something might happen, because with the void, things that come out of the void, it's not like a progression of like, oh, this little thing happened and then it grows. It's with a void, it's more like bam, like just out of the blue. It's just kind of like what I mentioned earlier in the very beginning of the reading, going from 0 to 100, or even like I'm channeling for some reason like almost like a bitter taste like of coffee, but not, I love coffee. I love the smell of coffee, the taste of coffee. I just freaking love coffee. But this is more so like, when like black coffee is like really like concentrated and bitter, almost like really like bitter espresso. Like I'm getting like that taste of very like bitter like coffee, like dark. And you're kind of moving from that to more so this like sweet. We have macarons. What is it? Raspberries. It's a completely different flavor profile. So kind of like, those flavors, it's like your life is becoming sweeter, and something's just kind of like coming out of the blue, emerging from the void. And it's so bizarre how before this entire reading I mentioned this blue calcite and how it reminds me of something out there like Aquarian energy, or Uranian energy. And it doesn't have to be that you're an Aquarius or have Uranian energy. Maybe you're just like this, who knows. But it's like I said, your Uranus is linked with lightning, thunder, like things just happening out of nowhere. It's not like a progression, sudden changes, like sudden things. Just like I said, 0 to 100 is Uranus. It's kind of unpredictable, but it is very outside of the box. And the thing that could be said about Uranian energy or Uranian things happening in your life, it almost always leads to progress or an upgrade, even though it may be like shocking at first, or you're kind of like, wait a second, like this is totally different from anything that I've ever experienced, like, and this might make you a bit nervous. For some reason I'm hearing like trust, just kind of like trust the flow of the universe. I'm not saying like if you see red flags in your life, and this can very well happen as well. I guess it's just about being smart. Literally just like if you see anything negative appearing in your life, just say no. Like, we all have free will. But like I said, if you see something that it's like, ultimately it's positive, but it may be that you have to be more open-minded about it, because Uranus is about being open-minded, outside of the box kind of energy. Some of you guys, you might even be like forced to break out of this energy, and it's uncomfortable. Like, especially if you guys were somebody, like I said, who was like super disciplined, or kind of like more focused on your ambitions, and not really like I said, moving from one thing to another, and not really giving yourself the time to slow down, really like appreciate the sweeter things. And there's something to do with sweets coming through. I don't know, somebody might gift you sweets, or it's some kind of there's some synchronicity to do with sweets, okay, or Venusian things. But I am getting here, yeah, like I said, it's like you might be a bit nervous at first, that if it's ultimately something positive, but it's just like showing itself in a way, or manifesting itself in a way that it's like new to you, maybe just try to be open-minded about it. And like I said, it's all up to you. It's your decision to find out more, and maybe say no or walk away from something if it's not for you. But then we also have the choice to, like, oh, I love this thing, but it's like different, from what I'm used to, and it kind of makes me nervous because it's different. But at the same time, it's like, but it's not necessarily negative. It's just like different from what I'm used to. Then it might actually be worth exploring. And once again, you have the choice to, you can always walk away from it, or you can explore, you can stay with it, do whatever you want. And we also have this energy of freedom, because Uranus also signifies freedom, breaking free of restrictions. Some of you guys, you might be able to leave a job that you hate. I hate to say that so bluntly, but with ambition, and then moving on to like a progression into like sweeter things, like more relaxed, like freedom, just enjoying life more in general. You guys might be have the opportunity to leave a job that you absolutely cannot stand. Maybe at one point it was like your dream job, but for some reason I'm getting like now you despise it. I just had to say that for some of you guys. Like, I'm getting like this restrictive energy. So this could be a job, this could be a situation, maybe a relationship. It could be anything. It could be an environment. It doesn't have to be workplace related. But I am getting here, yeah, you guys are going to be able to break out of that, whether it be through a new opportunity. Just like I said, just kind of coming out of the blue, because everything that follows the void after this energy is literally like that Uranian energy of like, bam, like suddenly it wasn't here, there was nothing, and then suddenly there's something. Yeah, very powerful, I gotta say. And with the sovereign energy and creation, I gotta just say, like, some of you guys, you might actually be getting pregnant out of the blue. So this isn't for all of you guys, but if you want to be careful, just, yeah, literally be careful. Okay, use, whatever you need to avoid things that you don't want happening. And some of you guys are just becoming really creative. Like, you're reaching like insights, epiphanies out of nowhere that can really grow into something. And like I said, it's not just like a flash in the pan, like, oh, there's this abundant thing, and then it just leaves. I'm getting more so an energy of this being just the start of a foundation, like a durable foundation for you to grow on or grow from with a creation. Some of you guys, you are becoming more creative, and in the past maybe there was something blocking your creativity for some reason. It's like this heavy energy of like your sacral chakra being blocked. So I'm getting Scorpio energy again, which is linked with the sacral chakra, but that's about like your sensuality being blocked, creativity, maybe even a feeling of constant like anxiety, like not being able to feel safe in your environment. That's all linked to your sacral chakra being blocked. So I'm getting some of you guys, you're moving away from that energy, like that scarcity mindset, to more of a, actually, I have everything I need, everything at my disposal to get what I need or desire, and you're like getting more in tune with your true desires, your creativity. Maybe some of you guys, you had like artistic tendencies, and now you're finally allowing yourself to connect with those, connect with your own creativity, and like I said, allowing yourself to enjoy the sweetness that life has to offer. And it's kind of interesting. It's almost like, I gotta say, it's like this energy of, we also like this, with creation, it's like birth. So it doesn't have to be like literal birth, like getting pregnant. Some of you guys, it's going to apply, so just be careful if you don't want that. But I am getting, especially with Jupiter and Gemini, it's like, who knows? But I'm also getting this energy of just suddenly out of the blue, like smelling like some kind of like sweet smell, almost like this, like the smell of a bakery, or like the smell of like something sweet. And you're just kind of like, like maybe you're just walking along a path where this has never happened. Like you've never noticed the roses, okay? You never like noticed that like sweet smell. It's like wafting from a bakery, or, maybe like a dress shop that you always pass by, but you never really like noticed it, or noticed the dresses, on display. And suddenly it's like you're noticing a dress, or like that sweet smell, and like it's like the things in the bakery, the delights, literally like sweet things, actually look really good right now. And it's like you're allowing yourself to kind of enjoy these things more, like Venusian concepts. And yeah, we have Saturn, so like I said, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Scorpios coming through so strongly throughout this entire reading, and then air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Not as much fire, but we do have the flames here. So some of you guys, you might have fire in your astrology as well. Leo, Aries, Sag. But last but not least, I'm going to be flipping open a random page from this book and doing a random flipping point. Okay, so we have the Papal Cross. This cross may be used only by the Pope. Its 3 bars signify heaven, the earth, and the church, which are the 3 domains of his authority. The cross is carried ahead of the Pope in all papal processions. So there's something to do with, I don't know why I'm hearing something official, because when I think of the Pope, and speaking of the Pope, we have the sovereign, which in the traditional Marseille or Rider Waite is the Hierophant, which is like literally like the Pope, or it's like a similar energy or entity. So it was interesting how we flipped that open, and then we have this card. But like something to do with some kind of official something, like an opportunity that becomes like official. I'm getting this image also of like getting something where you have to like sign on a line. Like this could even be, this is also the card of marriage traditionally, so this could literally be like meeting the person that you're going to marry, and then things kind of happening kind of faster than you would normally allow yourself to proceed. And I'm also getting, for some reason, like I said, something like official like happening that's like really positive. But it's not just like official as in like, okay, like this is what I always wanted from like an ambitious perspective, and then it's like I'm just like checking a box. That's very like joyless. It's very like, okay, check the box, like what's next. But this is more an energy of like, it's official, and it could involve like a contract, signing on a line, or something that's very like durable, that's very like cemented, okay, written in stone kind of a thing. But it's not necessarily like this energy. It could be sort of linked to that, but I'm more so getting, like I said, this energy of delight, sweetness, enjoying the sweetness, like the fruits of your labor, that kind of thing, like enjoyment, getting more in tune with your desires, allowing yourself to enjoy the things that you desire. And also, creativity is definitely coming up as well. This is interesting. Drop a comment down below if you guys know what this might be referencing, or maybe later on this thing happens. Like, definitely come back and drop a comment down below, because it's really interesting to know and to also wonder, like, yeah, I'm curious. What else am I channeling from this? Yeah, I gotta say, pregnancy. So just be careful if you don't want that. This could also be like a creative baby, as in like you're able to finally like maybe launch, maybe even like a business or side hustle or something that involves creativity or what you truly want to do for enjoyment. And you're given some kind of opportunity that, like I said, very official, very like cemented, but it's something that you enjoy. It's not like, oh, I'm doing this because I have to and everyone's doing it, so therefore I have to. This is more like, I'm doing this because I genuinely want to. That kind of thing. It's coming from like a genuine place of desire, creativity. It's something that makes you feel, yeah, it's like this energy of sweet things, like dopamine, like things that you desire and just genuinely enjoy. And I'm also getting, yeah, I gotta be real, like I'm getting passion, okay, with the fire and everything here. So some of you guys, you might be suddenly meeting somebody who isn't just like, I gotta be real here with what I see. It's not just somebody who ticks the boxes, okay? This is someone, for a good chunk of you guys, somebody that, like I said, you actually genuinely enjoy as a person, not just like, oh, they have this, and this, and okay, like almost like a resume. This is more like, I like genuinely like enjoy being around them and desire to be around them as a human being. Not so much like they, went to this school, they have this career and da da da, and they are a certain height and blah blah, and like checking up boxes. More so getting literally like, for a lot of you guys, like somebody who, once again, like you just genuinely, it's like this energy of, it's just like you don't have to like really, you don't even have to look at the boxes because you're just like madly passionate, okay? There's, like I said, a lot of desire, those feelings of desire. Also transformation, because we have this energy of, right, like being born, or like a portal. It's like passing through a portal, being reborn. And like I mentioned pregnancy earlier, but this could also be like you, in another sense, like you emerging again out of almost like the energy of a portal, like a figurative portal, where you're kind of like stepping into, oh my gosh, this is also reminding me with the flames. Those of you guys who watch or who've watched or watch Game of Thrones, like the energy when Daenerys ooh, okay, tongue-tied, when she almost like transformed, right? Because we literally have the flames, and she was like, in the past she was like oppressed, controlled by her brother. I mean, those of you guys who don't know, and then she, that scene where she's walking through the flame, it's like she becomes the flame. It's like she no longer is oppressed. Like she's free to empower herself as she walks through the flame, and she doesn't get burned. And it's like she is, the dragon, right? It's not even about like being oppressed anymore. It's like, even if someone tried to oppress me, they can't, because like I'm the dragon. Like she's literally like walking through fire. And that's kind of what it reminds me of, because I mean, literally we have this statue surrounded by flames, but she's not affected by the flames. And so this could even be letting go of anxiety as you get more in tune with your personal desires and creativity, passion, all the things that involve healing your sacral chakra. I'm also hearing a lot of you guys are almost waking up from a slumber, because Four of Swords is about, yeah, like kind of being in a slumber, like Sleeping Beauty or Snow White, and more so Sleeping Beauty. It's like you were kind of, something inside of you was asleep for, I want to say, like the past 4 to 6 years, maybe 4 to 6 months. Okay, but I'm getting more so like 4 to 6 years. Something was asleep. It is now, like I said, waking up, almost like something like a baby, right? Like in like the womb, or like a butterfly, like emerging. Because oh my gosh, and we literally, I said butterfly, and there's literally a butterfly here. I think this is like a monarch butterfly, but it's like, yeah, you are being reborn. It's like this energy of, and it kind of happening out of the blue. It's not necessarily like a slow, progression. I'm getting more so an energy of like one day you wake up, maybe due to something that you see, some kind of epiphany, something that happens like out of the blue, and you're like, you wake up. You know what I mean? And that sounds kind of out there, like a miracle, like unlikely to happen. But like I said, this pile is different from other piles. It's very like Uranian energy, where it's kind of like things just happening unexpectedly, out of the blue, out of nowhere, and then there's just like no turning back. And this is, I'm getting a very positive thing for a lot of you guys. And like I said, it's this energy of, rebirth, being reborn, completing a cycle, starting a completely new life for some of you guys, or kind of life, or the way that you live your life will change, interestingly, especially in the next like 4 to 6 years, 5 years, give or take. Like, you're not even going to recognize yourself, because you're going to be a completely different person. Like, even if you've, just for reference, watch Game of Thrones with Daenerys, like I said, she went from being oppressed by her brother. She was like sold for, to make babies, basically like sold into marriage. She had like no autonomy, and then in the end, I mean, she literally ends up being like ruling over all the kingdoms, and she has dragons. Okay, like she kind of goes like, that's the energy of 0 to 100. Like, if anything, like if I ever saw it. And then when she, that moment when she like walks through the flames, and she's like, I am the dragon, or I don't remember what she says exactly, but she walks through the flames and she doesn't get burnt, and she has no fear anymore, because it's like it's just in that moment, it's like she's reborn. But you can't really like pinpoint exactly. I'm getting, for a lot of you guys, you can't really pinpoint exactly when it happens, and it's not like a slow thing. I'm getting, for a lot of you guys, it's just going to be like an epiphany that comes out of the blue, because we have the void here, so something that just kind of happens out of nowhere. And normally I wouldn't say that, because that's not realistic, I guess you would say, but never say never, because nothing's impossible. And this pile, like I said, is different from the other piles. Very different in energy. I mean, with Uranus, it is literally signified or linked with eccentricity and things happening like thunder, lightning, out of the blue, out of the box. 0 to 100, like sudden changes, sudden epiphanies, and also, this energy of thunder. I don't know, I'm hearing something to do with thunder. Interesting. So I don't know, some of you guys, maybe when you're listening to this, there is rain or thunder or something, but that might be a sign for some of you guys. Or maybe when you see thunder or lightning, that might be a sign that like something might be happening. Okay, wow, this is really interesting. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this video resonated with you guys. And for those of you guys who are interested in a personal reading with me, there is a link to my Etsy shop in the description box below. So if you'd like to check that out, feel free to do so. So I will see you guys later. Pile 3, love and light.